Alright, and here's a video review for the TK-02 Tire Koken tire set first. It's the second in the TK line, and this is just a set of these 3 extra tires to work with your Tire Koken drive. And it comes in the standard packaging there. You saw a picture of it in the intro. And then it shows how they all attach to the Trideron. And in this set you get the Justice Hunter tire, Funky Spike, and Massive Monster. We're also going to, as promised, cover the Midnight Shadow tire that came with the DX Trideron. And one of the things I like about all of these is that all of their little gimmicks are integrated into the tire. Whereas, you know, Justice Hunter had the little grate that he could turn into a jail to capture bad guys. It actually has a couple little tabs here that just plug into the tire, so it can store on that. And then Massive Monster, he's got these giant kind of chomper weapons, and then the tire itself stores inside there. There's a couple little pegs here that peg into the bottom, and then there's a couple slots that the top pegs into. And you want to make sure you have the top the right way around. There's one tab that's slightly wider to fit these two together, and I like the detailing of the monster head here on the tire itself. And then there's a little triangle with a line on it, and it matches up to a line up here on the top of the tire, so you can get it lined up properly to hold it together. But I like that they're, aside from the fact that they attach to the Trideron, and they will attach to the Trideron with all of these attachments on them, which is nice. So then you can store all these without just having a pile of them if you have the Trideron. And even if you don't, it's nice to have all the weapons and everything consolidated, so it's just one piece you got to pick up versus storing them like, you know, in 6 different pieces all over the place, you know, in a mess like that. So I like that they're all consolidated, and I do like that they plug on to the Trideron. It's a nice little storage space if you've got it. So yeah, just like the other ones, these will peg on. You just snap them, just snap the tire off. We'll put on Massive Monster first. And it spins around. It's got the crazy monster face, like that. And then these weapons, he's got the little handholds, so you can actually have him hold them the way he does in the show. Close the fingers up around a little tighter, and he holds them. He holds them decently well. This one's a little easier because it's not as big of a gap there. They are a little loose in his hands, but he can hold those weapons. So that's a Massive Monster there. Funky Spike, which gives him the little spike attack. And he can grab some bad guys and grind them up with this one. I do like how they still spin freely on his chest once they're snapped on. It's fun. There's Funky Spike, and then Justice Hunter, of course. I like Justice Hunter because it adds a little bit more red to him. Although it's not quite as shiny. I would have preferred like some shiny silver paint on the bars or the tubes there in the middle of the tire. It does also spin, and then he can hold the grate like on the show. So yeah, nothing real revolutionary with the Tire Koken sets, but I like having little accessories for the figure. And then of course is the Midnight Shadow tire, which you clip on and then flip up the little blades. And despite looking like this could also be like a grab 'em and grind 'em weapon, and maybe it was, it shoots out the kind of ghostly purple shuriken that will take out the bad guys. Now the one thing is, in order to make this flat like a tire, the hinges are up on one side of it. It's the side up near his face. And in the show, I think these spikes are more, these blades are more centered on the tire. But all in all, I really love that translucent purple as well. Not quite as much as I love the translucent orange, because you know how I feel about orange of the Max Flare. But I think that Midnight Shadow looks really cool. And like I said, I bought the Trideron mostly for that, so I could put them on this, because I really dig that look. So yeah, just a really quick look at that. It's not like I said, there's nothing super groundbreaking about it. It's just the gimmick toy, and even easier to swap out than the arms change figures. But I like that they give you all this together. And like I said, I really love the integration of the weapon with the tire in a way that you can store them all together without losing them. So yeah, it's the Justice Hunter, Massive Monster, and Funky Spike that comes in the TK-02 set. And again, thanks to CS Toys for that. They just showed up today, and I've been having a good time with them. Get them all in focus there.